this is Noah Heron, and you are watching After Church. I'm so excited that you're joining us today. Last week, we talked about Philippians chapter 2, how our goals and desires actually have as much or greater of an impact on the life that we live following Jesus as even our actions do. And so if you didn't get a chance to watch that, go back, check it out. There's some discussion questions that you can check out as well. But today, we're going to be Philippians chapter 3, starting in verse 7. That's where we're going to focus. It says this, "Yet all of the accomplishments that I once took credit for, I've now forsaken them, and I regard it all as nothing compared to the delight of experiencing Jesus Christ as my Lord. To truly know him meant letting go of everything from my past and throwing all my boasting on the garbage heap. It's all like a pile of manure to me now." I bet you didn't expect to hear the word manure in that verse. "So that I may be enriched in the reality of knowing Jesus Christ and embracing him as Lord in all of his greatness." Now, one thing you need to know about me is that I have an extreme passion for Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. It's God's chicken. It's incredible. It's the only place I will willingly wait in a drive-through line that's wrapped around 4 times because I know that I'm still going to get my chicken minis in 4.5 seconds. It's incredible. But I go to the gym with my wife. She is one of those weird people who goes to the gym because she likes going to the gym. I go to the gym because I like to eat Chick-fil-A. It's the only reason I go to the gym. I go to the gym so I can enjoy Chick-fil-A breakfast 3 or 4 days a week. It's what I do. But if someone told me that I could stop going to the gym and I could still eat Chick-fil-A and my body would stay the same, I would cancel my gym membership yesterday. I would say goodbye to the Peloton bike of death. Right now, it would be over, game over, I'm out. Like I'm totally done. Many times, I think a temptation that the devil tries to use in our life is to get us to try to work for something that was already paid for, to try to pay back something to Jesus that was already paid in full. This is why I think we strive. We go and we try to say, Jesus, I want to be your employee of the month. I want to just work for you. You just watch me do this. You watch me go serve and watch me post the right things on social media and watch me project this image. And we spend all this time working for Jesus, and we actually neglect the greatest prize of all, which is being with Jesus. A couple years ago, I was interning at a church in Seattle, Washington. And a part of my internship was that I would be on staff with the youth department. And so every Sunday I'd get there early and I'd be walking through the front doors. And there was this guy named Tommy. Tommy was on the greeter team. He was a mountain of a man. He was like 6'4", 300-pound, burly guy. It was in the middle of the summertime, and so he was kind of sweaty. And he would always wear this T-shirt that said free hugs on it. I mean, if you came close to Tommy, he was giving you one of those free hugs. And so I was always trying to avoid Tommy, if I'm being honest. I really didn't want the hug. I didn't want his sweat to get on me. I'm kind of a germaphobe. And so this one Sunday, I'm walking in, and he sees me, and he just grabs me. And I just go limp, I just go limp like a chew toy. Like he's just shaking me, like giving me this hug. He's telling me, welcome to church and all this stuff. And I just remember being like, okay, Tommy, put me down. Like, let me go back to the youth department and do my thing. Like, will you just let go of me? And I always think about that time in Seattle with Tommy when I think about what it looks like to strive versus rest in Jesus. Here's the thing. A lot of times we look at our relationship with Jesus the same way. Jesus picks us up, right? And he has us in this embrace, which he wants to keep us in forever. He wants us to rest in his presence forever. And yet, as soon as we get to that place, what do? We go, all right, God, can you just let me go back to working for you? Just put me down. Let me go back over there and do my job for you. And I wonder if that breaks the heart of God because he's already right there. His goal for us was just to be with him, and we're more worried about working for him. I understand. I'm the same way. I want to go do things. I want to achieve things. But we have to understand that our greatest achievement in this life is simply to be known for the way that we seek the presence of God. The way that we lean back and rest in the Father's arms will give us the achievement, the fulfillment, the purpose that we're looking for in all these other areas. What good is it to say that Jesus is our prize in heaven, but to live like there's another prize on earth? There's no other prize on earth. It's Jesus. It's always been Jesus. It's his presence. It's the way that he changes our everyday life. The small moments, the big moments, he's there. We just have to learn to hug back. A couple questions for you right here. How do we balance achieving things in life without finding our worth in those same achievements? Number 2, how do we hug back? How do we hug back? And number 3, when we start feeling the need to strive again, what are some ways to shift our perspective back to resting in what's been done already through Christ Jesus? Thanks so much for joining us this week for After Church. So excited about next week. We're going to be diving in to Philippians chapter 4. Make sure you're there. Make sure you bring a friend. Can't wait.